What happens after you send us your manuscript? So you finally finished writing your book, or maybe you're almost finished. You've been working on this for months, maybe even years. And eventually you decide, okay, I'm ready. You send your manuscript to us, but then the question becomes, what actually happens next? What's the process? How long does it take? What are we doing behind the scenes? And what exactly are you paying for? If you've ever wondered, then this video is going to walk you through exactly what happens after you send us your manuscript here at One Momentum Publishing, a hybrid publishing company, step by step. No fluff, no mystery, just the real process. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to expect if you decide to work with us. Let's start at the beginning. Step 1, manuscript review. The very first thing that happens is review. And honestly, this stage is more important than most people realize. Because before we can tell you the exact timeline, cost, and recommendations, we first need to understand your project. Because no two books are the same. A children's picture book is very different from a memoir. A devotional is different from a business book. A 7,000-word manuscript is completely different from a 50,000-word manuscript. So when we review your manuscript, we're assessing a few key things. First, word count. Because word count impacts editing time, formatting complexity, and overall project scope. Naturally, a 10,000-word manuscript requires a different process than something much larger. Second, scope of work. What exactly does your project need? Do you need editing, cover design, maybe formatting, illustrations, Amazon publishing, or maybe you only need some of those things? We're figuring out exactly what support is needed to bring your vision to life. Third, editing needs. And this is a big one because sometimes manuscripts need light polishing and other times they need deeper developmental work. Maybe chapters need restructuring. Maybe there's a flow problem and we need to improve that. Clarity needs strengthening, or maybe the manuscript is already in excellent shape. The review helps us understand exactly where things stand, because we believe in giving recommendations based on what your book actually needs, not a one-size-fits-all approach. Step 2, your quotation. Once we've reviewed your manuscript, the next step is a quotation. And this isn't just a random number emailed to you. We send a structured breakdown of your project, meaning you'll understand what services are included, why they're needed, estimated timelines, and what the cost is involved. Because transparency matters. We want authors to fully understand what they're investing in. And honestly, this stage is also where we answer a lot of questions. Questions like, how long will this take? What if I'm not finished writing? Can I do a payment plan? Do I own my rights? And by the way, yes, at One Momentum Publishing, authors retain ownership of their work and we receive no royalties from the sale of your book. Because our role is to guide and facilitate the publishing process, not own your intellectual property. This is what separates a hybrid publishing company from a traditional publishing company. And this is important because many first-time authors simply don't know what questions to ask yet, which is normal. Publishing is unfamiliar territory for most people. Step 3, onboarding. Now, once you've decided to move forward, we officially begin onboarding. And this is where your project becomes real. At this stage, we're organizing the workflow, setting expectations, and mapping timelines. We want to make sure everyone understands the process because one of the things we value heavily at One Momentum Publishing is structure. You should know what stage your book is in, what happens next, and what approvals are needed from you. Because publishing is collaborative. There will be moments where your approval is needed for edits. You need to review your cover concept. You need to give us feedback, approval of final files, and something important to understand. The smoother communication is, the smoother the process tends to go. We've had experiences in the past that have taught us that it's better to over-communicate with authors than anything else. We understand that your book is like your baby and you are very careful about how it is taken care of. Step 4, execution. This is where the real transformation happens. We move into execution. And there are several moving pieces here. Part 1, editing. This is where your manuscript gets refined. Your assigned editor focuses on grammar, sentence structure, readability, and flow. sometimes even chapter organization. And yes, there's often collaboration involved. You review edits, provide feedback, and we refine. Because the goal is never to change your voice, it's to strengthen it. Part 2, cover design. Next comes the visual identity of your book, your cover. And trust me, this matters more than people think. Your cover is often the first thing people see. So we work to ensure it feels professional, aligned with your specific audience, visually appealing to your target audience, and true to your vision. Sometimes this takes revisions, and that's okay, because getting it right matters. Part 3, formatting. Now we prepare your book professionally. This means that we begin focusing on things like proper spacing, margins, fonts, chapter layouts, and making sure that it's print and Kindle formatted ready. This is where your Word document becomes an actual book. Number 4, publishing. Finally, we prepare your files for Amazon. This includes setting up of an ISBN, setting up the metadata, choosing categories that your book will be in, all the backend setup of Amazon, and publishing optimization. And eventually your book goes live on Amazon. Honestly, this is one of the best moments. Seeing authors hold their book or see it live online for the first time. It never gets old. I still remember the exhilaration I felt when my first book went live. It's hard to describe how exciting it is. We want to make sure to protect this moment, so we work our hardest to cross our T's and dot all our I's to ensure that each author has a stress-free publishing experience. Step 5, guidance after publishing. And something we intentionally include is guidance after publishing, because publishing a book doesn't mean the journey is over. In many ways, it's just beginning. This is where authors start asking, how do I print copies? How do I get my book into bookstores? How do I market this? What should I do first? And this is why we walk authors through printing, distribution, and marketing basics. It's important to know how physical copies work, whether on Amazon or via local printing. You need to understand timelines and best practices so that your actions align with your goals. We share how to get your book into bookstores and potentially other online platforms. And very important, we chat about different ways your book can reach readers. On the marketing side, we talk simple things authors can do starting immediately, because we don't want your momentum to disappear after launch week. At One Momentum Publishing, this structured process is how we've successfully helped authors move from manuscript to published book. And one thing we've learned over the years is this: the biggest challenge for most authors isn't talent, it's clarity. People simply don't know the process, and that uncertainty causes hesitation, which is exactly why we've built a system that walks authors through every stage, step by step. So if you've been sitting on a manuscript, or maybe you're finally ready to take the next step, here's what you need to do. Send your manuscript to info@ompublishing.org, and our team will review it and guide you through what your next stage looks like. No pressure, no confusion. Just clarity on what it will take to turn your manuscript into a professionally published book. And if you have questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video.